We're Kels, Jay, and Pippa, and we've been living in this van for 2 months now. We used to live in a school bus, which sadly we had to sell after over a year of travel.
Bye.
So now that we feel like we got a pretty good feel of how to live in both a school bus and a van, we're gonna go into better detail about why we ultimately decided to live in a van. We have a pretty long drive ahead of us from Florida to Texas. So first things first, we gotta get some gas.
So gas is definitely a plus in the van. We get about 15 miles to the gallon in the van, and in the bus we got like 7. And obviously this is gasoline and the bus was diesel, so it's a little bit cheaper. $73. Definitely a plus. And while I'm now in the cockpit, this is something I really love about the van, is it feels like I'm just driving a big car. And like this has more features than we even had when we had a normal car and normal day lives. So it has lane assist. It helps keep me in the center of the lane. So if the van ever goes to one side, if it touches one of the white lines, it brings me back to the middle of the road. I will feel the car steer itself. It also has brake assist. So if someone in front of me suddenly brakes and I don't react quickly enough, the van will brake itself so I don't go into the back of the guy in front. Also, a great thing I like about it is it has like different modes. So if we're off-roading, we can put it into like an icy mode where we can control the traction control. We have like a tow-in mode, so if we want to tow something. Even stuff as simple as like the automatic window wipers. Just keeps us safe when we're driving 500 miles a day or whatever.
It's basically like driving a Tesla.
We're pretty much in a big white Tesla.
So another benefit or thing that we enjoy more, I guess, about the van is that when we're driving, it's so quiet. We can actually talk to each other, have a conversation, enjoy each other's company.
We've actually just been listening to a podcast by David Goggins. His book, I don't know what it is. David Goggins' book. So yesterday we did like a 6-hour drive, and honestly it felt like it was like an hour. A good podcast is key on a long road trip.
And we literally could not listen to podcasts in the bus because it was so loud when we drove. And another benefit to it being quiet is Pippa normally sleeps when we drive now. She hated the bus like when we would drive because it was so loud and it just hard to get used to for anyone. So yeah, now she doesn't even really realize when we're driving. She just chills in the back and sleeps, does what she does best.
Guys, I've got Grand Theft Auto vibes. Should I do it? Should I?
No.
Should I?
No.
Here I go.
No, Jane. No! So we just stopped at the largest gas station in the world, and it's really nice. Like with the van, I feel like we're more like this isn't really a good example, but we just do more stuff, you know? We're not scared. If we see something cool, we'll pull off the highway. We're not worried about parking, so it's just another added benefit. But I was just gonna say, it's kind of sad because we just saw a skoolie, and like back in the day when we had the bus, like we would just go over and you just give each other that look, and I feel like we just blend in too much with the van now to do that. We're still skoolie people at heart, but that's one of the negatives and sad things about it.
So gas fill up number 2 of the day.
I might go try to talk to those people.
Who? The skoolie people?
The skoolie people. So I went over, I met the skoolie person, just got out on the road, finishing up his bus. It looked awesome. Sorry I didn't film it for you guys, but he recommended that we get this brisket sandwich. And I gotta say, for $6-7, pretty dang good. What do you think, Jay?
Yeah, pretty good.
So it's pretty good.
There's the bus right there.
Oh no, there he is. Cool bus. And another thing that we love about the van is that it can fit in one parking spot. So the bus, I think, took up about 4, and we're never really stressed about where we're going, trying to find parking. We know that the van, it takes up a lot less space. Look at this place that we just got to. It's so nice. Apparently you can park here and sleep here overnight. And Pip is a huge fan because there's birdies everywhere. The temperature's dropped quite a bit here. We've been hanging out here, getting some work done, maybe geocaching a little bit. And we realized that there's something that we need to get at Walmart. When we lived in the bus, that would be such a nuisance, like to pack everything up, to get everything together, and to go somewhere. But in the van, it's partially how we've kind of designed it and building it. We knew we didn't want to have to like pack everything up, put everything away. So we don't. We literally get in the driver's seat and go. We don't have the push to open definitely help. We don't have to latch anything in. So yeah, I guess it's just like makes traveling easier.
We always wanted in the van to be able to just turn the key and drive and not worry about like things like falling over, having to latch drawers. So we just designed it in a way that as long as we don't have crap like everywhere, we can jump in the front 2 seats and just drive off.
All right, let's go to Walmart.
I think as a proud husband, the main perk of the van is that Kelsey gets to drive.
Okay, I did drive the bus, but Jamie was too scared when I drove the bus.
2.9 miles. Turn left.
So that's on him, not me. Right, Jen?
Yeah, Kelsey drives now. So.
I drive now, yeah. I haven't hit any rocks yet like I did in the bus. Got myself a Brita water bottle. So the thing with the van is, oh, hello next car, is we can't have a Brita out on the counter like we used to with the bus. We just don't have the room for it. So the water is a little bit stinky and funky in my opinion. Jay doesn't think so, but then he got himself a Brita water bottle and I was jealous of the way his water tasted. So yeah, so now I guess we'll go into kind of things that we dislike about the van. So the first obvious negative about the van is the size of it. It's really small and it definitely took us a little bit of adjusting in the beginning to get used to it. But it's not so bad anymore now that we're used to it. Except for when it rains, that's when it kind of blows.
And then another thing that's kind of rough is the clearance. We'll sometimes scrape on the ground like when we're coming out of gas stations and there's like a level change. Because the back is so far behind the back wheels. So realistically, there isn't that much room here and here. And we haven't even gone on some gnarly dirt roads yet.
But we're hoping in the near future to get the back of our van raised and new tires, hopefully, fingers crossed. So that'll make off-roading a little bit easier. But Bessie was definitely quite a bit better in regards to off-roading. She was built for it.
And another thing to compare the two is definitely the price. Hence why I'm holding this really cool wallet. But the van is way more expensive than the bus. The bus, you can pick up a school bus for like $3,000, $7,000. But the vans right now are through the roof. So the van is definitely more expensive.
So yeah, not gonna lie to you guys, when we first decided to sell our bus Bessie, we did get a lot of hate. A lot of people were mad at us. We had people unfollowing us, unsubscribing from us, and I'm not telling you this to complain. I'm just telling you this because in the end, you ultimately have to do what's best for you. So can't listen to anyone else. You have to look at the positives and negatives, see how you want to travel, see if you want to stay in a place for a while, if you have a family. There's so many different things to consider. Don't do one because it sounds cooler or it looks cooler or you think it'll be cooler for an Instagram picture. Do it because you want to travel a certain way. Or do whatever you want. I don't know, do what makes you happy, but in the end, you got to do what's best for you. And if you make the wrong decision in the beginning, it's okay because you can change your mind like we did. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow actually, because we're doing a challenge where we do one short every day for the next 30 days, just a short little snippet of our day. It's been a lot of fun. So go check that out if you want, and we'll see you guys soon. Got some stuff in my teeth. And another thing that you can do in the van that you can't do in the bus. I just wanted to see Jamie's reaction. Oh, technically you couldn't do that in the bus because you couldn't hear it. So if I did anything stupid like that when we were driving, you didn't hear it, and it was just a waste.
Alright, that was a good one.